What's up, everyone? Christian Duke, the Iron Duke Speaks, episode 2, here at Dulles International Airport in Washington, D.C. And I got to tell you, I've been receiving a lot of DMs, emails, inboxes. I don't even know what you call them. Just a lot of communications, even some text messages. People saying Iron Duke. And yes, some people actually call me Iron Duke. Would I make that up? No, I wouldn't, because I wouldn't think anyone would believe me. But yes, people do refer to me as Iron Duke. Do I find it weird? Yes, I do. But they've been saying, Iron Duke, do you think the Dominican Dominator can win the Arnold Classic, Victor Martinez? Absolutely, there's no question about it. In 2007, I'm not going to say that I thought he should have beat Jay Cutler, but I will say Jay was probably extremely nervous, and I think a case could have been made for Victor winning. I don't think it was quite as strong of a case as, say, Jay in 2001, but I think Victor definitely pushed Jay Cutler to the limit in 2007. And if he had been Mr. Olympia then, I don't think anybody would have been, in an uproar. Let's just put it that way. He has won the Arnold Classic. He has won pretty much every other show, including the Arnold Classic, except for the Mr. Olympia. He is an older bodybuilder. I'm not going to say that he's not. But if you look at his pictures on Instagram and you look at the quality of his physique, you look at the balance that he's always had, you look at the separation and the conditioning, and we're not even, what are we, like a month out? Well, no, we're not a month out. What am I saying? We're about 2.5 weeks out. But even still, I mean, he's showing everything. He's not playing any tricks. He's not hiding his legs. He's not hiding his back. So, I mean, it is very possible. If it's a question of conditioning, there's no question of conditioning. So, yes, he could win. Who is my pick to win? Brandon Curry. I said it 2 weeks ago. I'm saying it now. Rudy Winkler just put out a back workout video where he's looking hella impressive. The Conqueror, William Bonac, last year's Arnold Classic champion, he's going to Columbus with two things in mind: to chew gum and kick ass, and he'll probably leave his gum at home, if you know what I mean. But the reality of the matter is I think that it's Brandon's time. 5th place at last year's Mr. Olympia, and I think he's going to go to Columbus. He's going to walk away with the win, the big check, and the respect. And not only do I think Brandon will win in Columbus, but I also think Brandon and Sean Flexitron Roden will be the last two men standing at the 2019 Mr. Olympia. I personally don't think that Phil Heath is going to come back. Eduardo Correa is said to be coming back, the 212 phenom from Brazil. A lot of people are talking about that. I'm sure he'll be at the Black Skull booth at the Arnold Classic. He's looking very impressive. Eduardo Correa, a guy that pushed the Welsh Dragon, Flex Lewis, to the limit. I don't know if he's actually going to come back. It might be like another Kai Green type situation where a lot of people are hoping that he'll come back. But he's not going to be coming back at the Arnold because they're not offering 212. So if he is coming back, he might do the Open Arnold, which I really doubt. He might do the 212 Olympia Showdown. But again, I don't think that the Olympia anything is a show to come back at. I think that's a colossal mistake. You're competing against the best in the world. Everybody up there has won a championship or has won a competition. And even if you got some sort of a special invitation, which would be fantastic, if you're going there to win, if you're going there for the fans, if you're going there as a last hurrah type situation, that's fine. And you'll notice that I'm making a caveat for my good friend, the Maryland Muscle Machine, Kevin Levroni, because I do think it is a caveat, is an exception, a good exception. But if you're going there to win the title, if you're going there with the expectation of being the best in the world, that is not the show to do your comeback at. That having been said, I don't think we'll see a Kai Green comeback. I don't think we'll see an Eduardo Correa comeback, but that's just me. Can Victor Martinez win the Arnold Classic? Absolutely. Will he? I don't know. I definitely think we're going to see him in the top 5. Definitely, without a doubt. And that's a pretty bold prediction considering Victor's previous placings in recent years. He's looking very, very impressive. And I know, guys, I think this might actually be the whole video here because there's some other news topics, but I know the competition in bodybuilding is not about how you look on Instagram or how you look on Facebook or how you look on the message boards, and especially not how you look by yourself in the bathroom. It's about how you look on contest day compared to your peers and put through the mandatories in front of the judges. But I really, really think that Victor, the way that he looks now, is a very, very strong indication that he's going to really bring it to Columbus. In my opinion, Victor is pretty much semi-retired anyways, so I think this might be it for him. I don't know. I haven't read anything to that point, and he certainly hasn't said anything to that point, but I think that if he goes to Arnold and places in the top 3, or my gosh, if he wins another Arnold Classic title, that might be it, and he might hang him up. At least that would be, I think, the way to go out. But again, I don't know for a fact Can he beat Brandon? Yes. That's the beauty of, I think, this Arnold Classic, is that, when you're talking about the top 5 or 6, and I'm including Victor in that because of what he accomplished in the past and because he's a previous title holder, anybody can beat anybody. You know what I mean? We don't have a big, nasty Ronnie Coleman. We don't have a totally awesome Lee Haney. We don't even have a Dorian Yates. And that's not to say that the competition isn't amazing. The competition this year, the 2019 Arnold Classic, is going to be absolutely stellar. It's not going to be like 2017, no offense to Cedric McMillan, but 2017, the only person that was really up there to challenge him maybe was Dallas McCarver, who, may rest in peace, did not look his best at that show, and Michael Lockett, who looked respectable. But I mean, come on, for the Arnold Classic, those are some pretty slim pickings. You know what I'm saying? This year's Arnold Classic, the big boys are going to be in town, and but even still, can Rulli win? Can Brandon win? Can Bonac win? Can Victor possibly win? Absolutely, no question in my mind. I hope you guys enjoyed the Iron Duke Speaks episode 2. Stay tuned for next week's show, and also remember to go to ironmaglabs.com. Make your mark with Iron Mag Labs.